Hello! Hi guys. I just realized at the last end of the last video, I didn't taste the food. So I wanted to show you that I took half of it and I put it with the pigeon peas, and let's give it a taste. Not bad. Tastes healthy. Whatever that means. Um, Another thing I didn't mention, which I didn't do, is when you're cooking, try to put things away when you finish with them. So after I did the salt, I should have put the salt back in the cabinet. Same thing with the garlic powder and the Peruvian spices. When I was done with the pot holder, I should have put it in the drawer. This is a big problem if you have an issue with clutter. Yeah. Is that you put things down and leave them there. And then what you've just done, if you leave down 10 objects, you've just given yourself 10 more tasks to do to pick up the thing and put it back where it goes. Yeah, you can't work against yourself, guys. I developed a course called Bye Bye Clutter, and I studied various different professionals who gave courses in organizing, and I came up with a course myself. And I like to do some consultations. So if anyone would like a consultation on learning how not to constantly end up with clutter again, I'm doing those now. It's June 20th, 2020. And right now I'm doing a meeting, one-on-one meeting over the phone or Skype for up to an hour. It usually doesn't take that long, but up to an hour to go over things and to actually work on a space in your house that's cluttered. $25. That's the cost right now. It could go up, of course, as demand goes up. That's the way economy works. So, yeah, it's a great thing for teenagers to learn. If you have a teenager you're constantly saying, clean your room, clean your room, clean your room. Can you imagine if you never had to tell them to clean their room again? What kind of value does that have for your life, right? Yeah. And if a teenager never had to hear that again, they just have to learn the basics. And of course, we'll work to get the room clean together. $25. That's a bargain. Yeah, so it's a good gift too. And I'll try to make it fun. Always try to make it fun. Anything else I have to say? See, I tasted the food. I saved some of the pigeon peas to go with some rice I'm going to try to make with the brand new rice cooker. We'll see how it goes. And another thing, if you're trying to save money on drinks, for instance, this is Snapple raspberry iced tea. But only about this much is the iced tea. I had ice cubes and I had water. I use distilled water because I find it doesn't take away from the taste, doesn't add any other weird taste to the drink. And then I add a little bit of Swerve, no calorie sweetener, and that pumps up the flavor again. So when I taste this, it's not like super strong like the original, but it's not really doesn't taste so watered down either. So that's a good way to save money. And this works with soda. You can just put, this much if you drink diet soda, which is what I'm more familiar with. And then you can put this much water, maybe a little thing of lemon, a little drops of lemon, and then the stevia pumps it right back up, the flavor. I've got 3 drinks going. I've got that because it went better with the food. I've got water in case I decide to take my collagen. My collagen pill so my hair doesn't fall out. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look at my other video. And I've still got the chocolate protein shake, which will be sort of, I think, like a dessert, like a little chocolate shake dessert. Tomorrow is Father's Day. Geez, I miss my dad. My dad's been gone a long time, since the 90s, middle 90s. And he was such a smart guy. He loved to read, always find him reading all day long. He would just sit and read. He was always trying to learn new things. I get that from him. He had a pretty good sense of humor as well. I get that from him. And he was a good dancer. I get that from him. He loved to dance. We would dance at weddings, family weddings. He and I would dance. I would just follow along. I didn't know what I was doing really, but he was a good leader in dancing, social dancing. So that was always a lot of fun. As a dad, he was strict, more younger when he was younger. And as he got older, he became more spiritual and kinder. And yeah, he changed. It's possible to change, you see. See, when I was little, we grew up in Cypress Hills, New York. And all my father had to do was stick his head out the door, and all the kids in front of the house would run. It's Joe. They were always afraid of Joe. Yeah. But as he became older, he retired. He lived in Spain for a good 7 years or so. Tried his hand out there, being a landowner. That didn't work out. And then became a little city Spanish person, and then ended up back in Queens, New York. Yeah. He did a lot in his life. He took my mother on a lot of adventures. And so I'll be thinking about him tomorrow on Father's Day. Guys, I'm going to start crying. Yeah. Anyway, this is crazy. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, the grandpas, anybody who it applies to. And I hope some of you will get to be with family, even though we're still in a semi-lockdown. Some people are doing barbecues where family members sit a little distance apart around the yard. Some people show up with masks, some people don't. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see where we are by the end of the year. It's going to be interesting to see how this year ends up, because it's something new. The whole lockdown, the pandemic is all new things that people are learning to deal with. Citizens, government, doctors, nurses, everybody. If you don't know, I usually see children in their homes for speech and language, and I cannot do that now. I have to visit online. Yeah, the WhatsApp app has become my go-to. I do a few with the Skype. Is that what it's called? Yeah. I forget. The blue one. A lot of professional meetings are done on that. And I do have, maybe a tutoring session done on that. But mostly it's the WhatsApp. And even keeping in touch with some friends, get to see their faces. It's much better than just speaking on the phone. if you don't have the WhatsApp, and it's good for other countries too. If you have friends or family in other countries and you have internet, you can speak to them on the phone for free and video chat for free via the WhatsApp application. Okay, guys, I think I'll cut it here. Finish eating, drinking, and being merry. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care.